Welcome back, guys. Good morning, happy Sunday to you. And in today's video, we're just going to address how the people behind, well, if you remember, quite recently, I've made some videos about targeted individuals and some of the strategies they use, such as a person could be placed in a housing situation where they're surrounded by people that have a task in keeping tabs and monitoring them. The next level after that is these individuals are what you'd call a handler. So this person will be, they'll be responsible for keeping an eye on the individual, on the subject, 24 hours per day. And the next level after the person has been monitored and vetted and they have learned their routines, what they'll start to do is start to enter hypnotic suggestions. Now, this can be picked up using, they would use, they use, be aware of how they use sounds, they use repetitive sounds. This could be a knocking. Oftentimes, you hear a knocking like that. Now, this knocking creates a space in the subject's memory where they then enter a suggestion through they enter a suggestion into a person's subconscious below the surface. They enter this suggestion and the person is to then act out. So a person could literally arrive at his door, open the door, and leave his keys outside in the door by suggestion. This is how accurate a suggestion could be once made. So you have people that are placed in strategic points and the neighborhood around the placed in strategic points. Now, guys, bear in mind this is all supposed to happen in a this is all supposed to happen as part of something that seems like an ordinary action. Something else that another method of inducing hypnosis is 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 also that we've picked up on is bouncing of a football. So a person will walk past the subject's home within hearing range and start bouncing the ball. They'll start bouncing the ball. Now, that bounce of the ball is there again. It's the same as the knocking that you'd hear on the wood or on the wall from the neighbor. It's the same thing because it's creating an area where space. Then they input any suggestion. This is all very, very subtle, and it's happening to people um, throughout the day. It's littered throughout the day. People walking past, they're sending cues. So it's not one person who's doing it; it's the entire neighborhood can be involved in something like this. There could be an entire neighborhood can be involved in something like this. Now, what does this have to do with the local government or authority governing bodies? Well, they're normally the people that are handling the neighborhood. They handle the neighborhood or manage the neighborhood, and they have you know you know another thing, something can go you can go through is you could have been isolated, for instance. Now, you could be isolated to a point where you're you notice that um the entire neighborhood is in and playing a part. A person does the cue, others make visual cues, like they make visual cues. These are all picked up on these are all picked up below the surface of our mind for us to their goal is literally to make us lose memory, have lapses in memory, which is where you forget your keys in the door, you you forget what you were just doing previously. Making these videos, that before and during the video, you would always hear interference of some sort. So, you know, but Father always tells us that, we persevere and we always, we keep going because, um, most of the messages could have interference around, but you also never know the people that are listening, that they are able to pick up on the subtle cues, because things cut both ways. They want us to lose memory track, and also when people are listening, some of the things that we don't say will start to show and follow, will start to show and speak even louder than the words that we could be using, because we're being constantly manipulated, guys, through our own mind and also through the external influence. So, I'm going to come back with a follow up of this video, because I just wanted to share with you guys some of the cues, some of the bumps in the knocks in the walls that you're hearing, and understanding that you hear those sounds there for a reason. Those are hypnotic cues, by the handler. They are they're using those to create memory lapse in a person. So, we'll follow through on the second video. God bless. I hope you guys are well and love you all.